Hello, hello. Oh, there we go. Jesus Christ. I was gonna have tech issues. I had to set some stuff up today, and um, it was taking a little bit. Hence me being a tiny bit late. Also, I wanted to pour myself a glass of something because we're gonna watch some battles today. I think the music, at least from what I can tell, the music sounds like it's not copyright. So possibly, I may not get hit with being demonetized on this one. I don't know. I only heard one song and it didn't sound familiar to me. I'm hoping maybe it's demonetized. I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. But what's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's doing good. We're gonna watch some of these battles. There was only 5 exhibitions, but after that, I kind of want to get into. I saw Storm posted something up about WDSF, and I'm sure it's something fun to talk about. I mean, I don't know if it's like that fun or not, but either way, I mean, we'll watch it because I saw some money talk in there and like steps on going forward with like the community, like to get organized, and we all know how the community is not that organized, so it'll be fun fun to talk about. So outside of that, if you guys have anything that you want to watch, feel free to post it up in the chat. I will get to it. Besides that, yeah, we can get right into it because I don't really need to talk too long. I've been making a lot of videos lately, so I don't really need to say that I've been not busy doing other stuff. So Patreon, I also just came out with a workshop talk on confidence and style. So if you guys are interested in the Patreon is still open. So that workshop is up. Outside of that, nothing really brand new going on there. So let me pause this. And I already have everything set up. So, you know what? Let's watch... What one do I want to watch for... So we'll watch the kids last. Let's watch a judge demo. Judge demo is Boo, Yusei, and Yasmin. But this is for the all styles. This is just all styles. We can kind of just watch this to kind of get into everything. I don't know how the music's gonna be like. No. It's definitely getting copyrighted. Hold on. Let me see if the B-boy battles have Yeah, it's all music that's known. Whatever. You know what? I guess I can make it up in super chats or something if need be. Okay, let's watch some stuff to get into. I'm assuming this is just all styles, so no breaking right now, just kind of everything. But I am curious. I'm always curious on like dancers that I've not seen from Japan because Japan always has some like sleepers there. So also I know some of these people. So but if you guys don't know, this SEIKO, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it, but this battle happened last year as well, and I mean, I'm sure people have seen like the Stripes versus Physics battle that happened out there. But each of the battles were only like 2 rounds. I don't know how many rounds there are. I literally stayed away from watching it. I saw the battle lineup and I was like, all right, these battles look pretty sick. But I didn't want to watch it until like I was streaming because I'm not trying to watch it 2 times. Like usually if I watch a battle, it's only once. But yeah, last year the battles were only 2 rounds, and I thought that's like kind of whack. Just because, I mean, I get it from a standpoint of like you're an organization and you're throwing a battle and you're on the time crunch. But at the same time, as a b-boy, when you see 2 dope people lined up against each other, you're like, yo, it's gonna be sick. And then they only go out 2 rounds, and you're like, yo, what the fuck? So like 2 rounds ain't really shit. Yasmin is like, it's weird because like there's so much like support for Yasmin, but then I don't see her out that much. Actually, it's a fresh ass Destroy jacket she got on. Like everybody like loves Yasmin, but like you don't see her battling that much besides like, you know, a couple times throughout the year. No, a lot of other people you see like out multiple times in a month. This DJ is not doing it right now. Dude, I kind of want that Destroy jacket. I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely getting hit with music shit for this. Now, I could pause it, but I feel like whenever people like, here's the thing. I watch like some other React content people when they do, and I'm like, okay, I wonder if like anybody else is getting hit. A good amount of people pause in the middle of like the battles, and like, to me, you're ruining the flow of everything. Like, if you're pausing to talk, I get it if we're watching like a clip of something else, but like when you're watching a battle happen, if I'm pausing it to talk to you guys, like I would probably not want to watch you because I'm trying to watch a battle. You know what I mean? And I don't mind talking too much, but like, I don't even mind the other people talking too much, but like when you stop the physical battle to talk about, yo man, he just did this and did this, yo, I had to rewind that and watch it like 15 times. Like, dude, come on, I'm trying to watch a battle. I feel like that's like a 50-50. Now, if I want to go back and like kind of like dissect the battle, I guess I could like rewind it and do it, but it's whatever. Okay, what up, yo? Last time I battled, I felt like 2-minute rounds wasn't too long. No. I don't mean 2-minute rounds. I mean 2 rounds. 2 rounds apiece. So like you can go out for like a minute or like 30 seconds. I felt like 2-minute rounds wasn't long enough. You mean like 2 full rounds? Like, I mean 2 minutes in a round is a lot. I mean, it's not. I mean, I guess like compared to today's standard, it's like kind of like, I don't know, mediocre. Like usually like a minute and a half is like a round. But dude, when I was growing up, it was like, I don't know, it was like 30 seconds in a round, maybe a minute in a round. It's fast to the point. But that's where like a lot of people like see like the issue of like, oh, like, um, oh, we do a lot of fluff nowadays, which is true. There's a lot of fluff. There's a lot of like moves that I don't really need to see 500 fucking times. You should tell that to all the breaking commentators on live stream. I don't know too many breaking commentators on live streams. I do know a few, but most of the people that I know personally, they're cool at least about like watching it straight and not pausing. At least that I know personally. Now, am I gonna like do I care enough to talk to the other guy? I don't really care enough to talk to the other guys about it. To be fair, I mean, I hope they would realize it, but at the same time, they're doing themselves like kind of a favor because they're probably not getting hit with demonetization because they're stopping the battle, right? It's not being hit fully. So like if they're stopping every 30 seconds, you're being transformative technically in that aspect, and you don't get hit with demonetization. So in a way, it's working for them because that's probably why they're doing it. But just me, I don't really care that much about it. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop the battle. I think it kind of just ruins the vibe. Damn, they're just letting them go off. They're just like... And then again, I guess it is like a all-style battle. The Yasmin's just straight up just breaking. Okay. We can, let's get into these other battles. Let's pause this one. I got everything up already. Let's watch Jilou and ayumi first round. Technical. Main thing about Ayumi is like you really got to pay attention to details with her because everything is so technical. I know like people that aren't really like super deep into breaking right now watch Ayumi and they're like, I don't like, you know, like some people will be like, oh, I don't see what's so amazing. But like when you watch the technical details of it, the shit that she's doing that nobody else is doing, that's why she's so dope. Like she created stuff and she's still creating stuff today, which is nasty. Jilou. I feel like I haven't seen Jilou battle in a while either. How long is this? I wonder if this is actually... Shit, yeah. Well, man, no. Maybe it's more than 2 rounds this time. Let's go, Ayumi. Smooth, man. It's crazy transitions. A little bit of a slip, but it's alright. Actually, it wasn't even a slip. It was just not as clean as the flow. 3 rounds? Alright, cool. That's better. I'll take 3 rounds. I mean, 3 rounds are short, but I'll take it. It's better than 2 rounds. Solid, man. That was sick. Woof. It's a tough-ass round. I don't even watch battles anymore. What do you mean? Let's go, Jilou. It's an interesting inside. Ayumi is over 40, yes. Ayumi is also a school teacher. She's been dancing for a very long time. She's also, like, the teacher of many of the youth out there, too. I think that's one thing that breaking in Japan really shines is, like, a lot of their older dancers, like, they keep it, like, they like to be out there teaching the youth, right? And I think that's something in a lot of other countries we don't see too often. And I'm not saying, like, not any other countries do that, but I think in Japan it's, like, it is massive, man. Because when you watch, like, them teaching the youth and what the youth looks like today, like, I see kids today that were taught by people like Shi-chan, and I'm like amazed at, like, some of these kids that were taught, and especially, like, the kids that nobody even knows about. There's so many kids out in Japan right now that nobody knows about. You gotta, like, go out there to, like, physically see it, just because the level is just so high out there. It's hard to be on top out there to get your recognition off to, like, another country. It's wild. Solid. Yeah, 3 rounds. Man, that's very fast. Now, do they have judges? Because I saw people with winner cards. I mean, Ayumi, to me personally, Ayumi took it. I'm pretty sure she got the winner card too, right? Also, I don't think there was a live stream for this. I think last year they had a live stream, and then this year they didn't have anything for it. Because this is coming from FE Works. Luckily, I saw somebody else upload a couple of these battles, and I was like, I mean, I'll watch it if I have to, but FE usually has, like, top quality shit. Dom, do you have any breaking goals or bucket list for 2025? Nah. I just want to keep on content right now for, like, the internet. Oh, it's crowd judging. Somebody just talked about this. Oh, is it like black and white? Okay. Man, you can't do that. You can't have people judging the crowd in Japan for the Japanese dancer. I mean, okay, honestly, people are probably, trying to be as honest as possible, but, like, if you do that in America, USA all day. That's what's gonna happen. I'm here because you're funny as heck, but I don't watch Breaking Battle. Hey, thanks. It seems to me that they're doing the same move. I would say not all the time people are doing the same move, but I get it. I get where you're coming from, because technically sometimes you will be seeing the same move in an entire battle. But anyways, my bad, Itami. Bucket list goals? Nah, it's more so focused on just content creating this year. I think I'm gonna really sit down and focus on it. I think the first year I started doing this stuff, I was kind of like, I didn't really care. I was kind of just like off the rails, and if I got hit with a strike, I didn't really care. So this year I'm kind of being a little bit more careful with, like, restreaming, like, the bigger name battles or, like, any of that type of shit. But I don't know. I just feel like I feel like breaking content is lacking in a sense of, like, we're all doing the same shit at the end of the day. We're all doing reacts, right? Like I said, like, earlier, I was watching, like, a couple reacts, and, like, I feel like breaking content right now is literally the most viewed content is battles, right? Themselves, like the actual battles themselves. You look through it, that's where the main content is. And then down the pipeline, you got people wanting to react, or you got people making these, like, inspirational. The thing right now for me that's really killing me is the amount of, like, inspirational breaking clips that I'm seeing. Guys, I don't mind inspirational shit, so I don't want that to get twisted. But when I see, like, 90% of people doing it, people that I've never even seen dance, I'm not knocking people for, like, hey, you shouldn't be doing inspirational shit if you're, like, a nobody. But because we're technically, at the end of the day, we're all nobodies. But The amount of it that I'm seeing is just like, oh my god, dude, come on. Like, do I need to watch somebody like breathing really hard, sitting on the floor, talking about their journey to get to a battle or their journey to get a move? And I'm not, again, like, I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm just saying it's stale. It's getting very stale, and I'm like, dude, please, I don't need to see I don't need to see another video about somebody talking about the same exact thing as like every other dancer is talking about right now. I just think, yeah, it's just corny. Exactly. A monkey see, monkey do. Yeah. I get it. Like, some people just want to like be out there and be like, I want to be an inspiration. Like, I want to be an influencer in the breaking community. But I don't think breaking's even that. I don't think anybody is like up in that tier level of like, I'm an inspiration. You know, like maybe like the pioneers I can see. But dude, even some of the like OGs, I'm like, I don't even know who you are. Like, why am I supposed to be being inspired by you? Like, when you're like, I don't know who you are, you know? But then like if you say anything against it, you're like the bad guy. It's not just b-boying, it's video. Yeah. That's what I mean. It's just content creators in general. Cheap viewer. Okay, that's spam. I gotta actually fucking mod in here. I haven't even got onto that either. I saw a clip of Joe Rogan reacting to these guys have started to get really athletic, and it was b-boy Junior doing things he's done for decades. Yeah. I mean, I think Junior is like the main what's it called? The main like E-Bombs World. I don't know if you guys were around during E-Bombs World, but E-Bombs World was like one of the first internet like places you would go for like clips, and Junior was like the best breakdancer in the world for a long time. And this guy was like, he was like the first breakdancer to go viral in like a internet like 56K modem type of way. And yeah, I mean, he's just been doing that shit forever. He's definitely, but again, like, if I wasn't breaking and I saw him for the first time, yeah, man, fucking amazing. He's still pretty amazing, I'm not gonna lie. Another trend the scene is following. Yeah. And I think that's like, I don't know. To me, it's like it sounds like I'm hating on it, but I'm not hating on it because I respect the hustle of anybody. I'm just saying it's stale. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's doing the same thing because I don't know. I can't even explain to you why. Junior and Pocket are famous amongst Facebook moms. Yeah, and my grandmom. I'm pretty sure my grandmom knows who Pocket is. And maybe Tata too. Tata is definitely famous as well. We can thank Stance to that. But other than that, okay, let's get to the next battle. This is Nana versus Wato. So Wato's from Japan and Nana is from Taiwan, and these are two little kids that are very crazy right now. I was curious on this battle. This will be good. Nana is like fucking power move wise is unbelievable. Because the original fire is at a standstill at the moment. Yeah. I think so, Earl. I agree with you. Sorry to pause this, but I don't know if any of you guys have seen the videos of like Nana dancing with like the influencer chicks from like Taiwan. I mean, I don't know if they were influencer chicks from Taiwan, but it was like girls in like, it was like a girl in like a tight dress like dancing with, I don't know. I think he's like viral over there. Thanks, Zach. I'm trying to do my best, man. I just it's hard with breaking and music, so. Yeah, I think Wato is the future too. He's gonna be nasty. I mean, he's already pretty nasty, but as soon as he gets a little bit more character to him, he's gonna be super sick. Man, Nana is ridiculous, man. Whoa, you're okay. Sorry to pause again, but because this is only 3 rounds, we're not gonna miss that much. If it was a longer battle, I probably would let it go. And I know I'm being a hypocrite off of talking about it, but these are just expos, so I don't really care that much. Do you think because kids are at this level right now, like this is something that I'm thinking about, like when we, as far as dynamics go, do we think seeing like kids, like 7-year-olds being better at dynamic, or not us, but more so of people from the outside, seeing little kids like 7-year-olds doing this shit, do we think this is like kind of like hurting the community, as in like the adults and like style and like creative and like art wise. I'm not saying anything against these kids. Kids are amazing, but for people from the outside, like, do you think they're looking at this and being like, oh, I know a 6-year-old that is better than you, you know, at somebody who is like, I don't know, somebody who's like just doing some like, you know, some dope like I'm trying to think of somebody who's like would be kind of a Menno. Okay, we'll say like Menno, right? He doesn't do air flares or anything. So we'll say like, oh, like Nana, like he's doing like amazing shit. Like, do you think this is hurting breaking out from an outside perspective? You know, like I get it, like we all understand, but like if I was to show this to like my aunt and I'm like, hey, look at this, and then I showed her like the finals of BC1, and then my aunt's like, why am I watching this? This is boring. Like, put the little kid back on. Like, do we think it's like, you know, like where are we at with dynamics and like how it's viewed from the outside? I don't know. I think it's weird. I think about it from time to time. I don't think so. Positive for the future of breaking because they don't know the details. Yeah. I'm not. I don't care about what the outside thinks. I'm thinking about the outside of being, us having a more audience for breaking. I'm not saying we need an audience, but thinking about like how to get more people involved with breaking. I think the amazing kid breaker unintentionally becomes a gimmick. Yeah. I guess so. In a way. Man, just pulling 90s out of nothing. My mom thought Nord Diamond was amazing. I mean, that's cool because Nord Diamond's like more of a style guy, so props to your mom. Let's go, Nana. Woo. Some crazy transfers, man. Dude, I'm so curious to see what these kids are going to be like in like 10 years. Crazy, man. He's like, yeah, I got it too, man. Nord Diamond's so hot right now. Some will quit. Yeah, you know what? To be honest, I'll talk a little bit more after this battle's over about that. Yeah, Nana is sick, man. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, he trains very hard, too. Oh, he's got the glove on. You know what's coming out. Come on, Nana. Ay. You wanted to go longer. Yeah. I know you wanted to go longer. You have a glove on for a reason. You good. Just going off. He doesn't even care. Hell yeah. Good job. Yeah, so something that I also have thought about, right, is like within the past like decade now, I grew up watching. I even grew up watching. Like I grew up traveling to like other countries and seeing like kids grow up. Like Lee was one of them. Shigekix was one of them. The younger kids who became like really like are like next level today. There's like a handful. Like I can count like maybe like I don't know 10 or 20 of them that I saw back in the like not back in the day, but like I can say like 2015 like or like 20 we'll say like 2012, right? That I saw ripping it, And then, like, today, there's, like, 10 that have lasted. So, do we think, like, I don't know. This is also a part of thinking on, like, for me, it was El Nino. Yo, El Nino is, like, one of the, yeah, he's, like, one of the kids. I mean, it's the same with Toys. Toys was, like, a little kid. But, like, we can't even say, like, little kids at that point. Because, like, little kids, well, actually, El Nino was a little kid. He was, like, 7 or 8 when he was out there breaking. But it's crazy that their reset is one-handed elbow. Yeah, it is. But I don't know if, like, is it bad that they're starting so young? Because then they're like, by the time that they're like 18, they're like, what else is there to do? Like, well, you know, like, am I going to stay committed to this, or like, what's going on? And they end up quitting faster? Or is it, you know, better for them to start later and to kind of get a little bit more involved in it, to go down the line? I don't, Devious and Image? Yeah, Devious and Image. I mean, they were the kids. Me and Devious, I think Devious and Image were around the same age. Who won? Wato? Wato's gonna be super nasty, man. He's already nasty. I mean, Nana too. Nana, both of them kids are so ridiculous. Wato is definitely like on the. I mean, you put him in the States, he's winning a bunch of one-on-ones by himself. I worry that some of the kids that when they get older suddenly the same power tricks that won them the kids battles don't really make them. Yeah, I mean, well, that's also the truth as well, where I think about it, and I don't really like understand of like well, I do understand kids battles, right? I get kids battles. I get why we're doing kids battles and everything. But at the same time, when I'm watching like the kids battles and seeing kids that are dancing and then they get to like a certain age, like 13, 15, whatever. Oh, Nana won? Oh shit, my bad. You know, 13 and then like 15 is like the end of the kids age, right? And once they start getting into the breaking battles, like when they're battling with the adults, right? Is that like they're so used to winning, and then all of a sudden they get into the adults section and they can't even like get to the semifinals, so they can't even get to like top 8. Is that a setback for them where they're like, man, like, why am I even doing this? Like, I can't even make it to like the big leagues anymore. So like, are we like giving a participation trophy for the wrong reason? Are we like being soft on kids, or should we like, you know, because like personally for me, like I was 13, I was thrown into the adult section, right? Like battle 25-year-olds. That's what it was. I think it's just different. We need different weight. We need to do weight classes. I mean, that's kind of true, to be honest. Could be bad because they'll get burned out. Yeah, that's what I think too. I think they might just end up getting burned out after a while, right? You start them so young, you train them like they're training so hard. By the time you're like 16 years old, you're entering like a new part of your life, right? You enter like high school and you're like, dude, why am I still breaking? Or it's like, you know, the opposite, where they're like, oh, I'm the best at this, and breaking is like huge at that time. Wonder why Tara doesn't battle that much anymore. That's true. I saw a clip of Tara dancing like a couple of months ago, actually. I was like, oh shit, Tara's still dancing, but I haven't seen her battling in a while. I think it's their environment. If they learn like the culture somewhat, karate or tradition. Yeah, true. That's true, Earl. I'll say that. I think some kids might take it that way. Lil Demon quit. Well, he didn't quit, but he like stopped battling. But I saw he's starting to practice again. Actually, he's actually ripping it. Could be good. The reason they're good is because they have no fear. Yeah, that's true. They're comfortable by that time. Their nerves are out of them. I remember seeing Peanut as a Peanut was one of those kids, very small. Like I was battling, I think, against Peanut when he was like a little kid. Eddie, what up, yo? I started with 20 just to get smoked by little kids. Yeah. I guess it is like kind of a different experience today growing up, right? If I was like a 20-year-old entering competition, there's like a little kid doing one-handed air flares against me, I'd be like, fuck. And if they're a real fan of breaking, they'll want to learn. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping the kids are not being like forced into this by their parents or anything, and they're just like, yo, I'm really into this for like, you know, the people. I'm hoping that their parents also are like, we should learn about the culture. We should like, to be fair, if their parents are getting them into breaking, I feel like most of them are going to be into like the breaking community anyways, and they're going to stay with it. But yeah, I just hope that like most people, you know, stay with it. Because I've seen it. Like, I've seen the decades come and go of, like, kids that I saw, and I'm like, yo, this kid's going to be nasty, only to disappear, you know? Like, I can say, like, a handful of kids actually lasted, like, within the past, like, 2 decades. And, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if, like, the lifeline of a b-boy is going to be longer, or if it's just the same old, same old. Whatever y'all do, don't take movie recs from Kurt. Kurt, what up, yo? Kurt also has a YouTube he just started, I saw. I think I just watched your clip actually recently. Okay, let's watch the next one. Quake versus Robb. Robb, you better wait for that beat. Robb, you better wait for that beat. Oh, unless this is the beat. I can't hear the beat. Oh, there it is. He's just going off. Oh, Kanara, so you didn't like the substance? I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was dope. Cody, what up, yo? I quit practicing for 15 years. That's a long time. But if you're getting back into it, it's fucking sick. It's awesome. Whoa, quick. A little bit of an upgrade. I like just made a letterbox today, though. Oh, let's go, Quake. I mean, this is a pretty sick matchup, actually. I like... They both have their own, like, little character to them. Oh, okay. The substance was fire. Good. Well, it's 30 minutes in. Yeah. I mean, the ending of the last 30 minutes are just a little bit out there. Let's go, Robb. Oof. It's nasty. Solid. Let's go, Quake. Quake's one of those dancers where, like, his signatures are very, like... It's Quake's signatures, right? And, like, you can see him, like, at least, like, going out there and, like, trying to upgrade his signatures. Because he knows, like, he's going to get to, you know... As much as you compete, you're going to need to upgrade because you can't just keep doing the same thing over and over and over again. So at least like watching Quake like make the attempt to like upgrade his signatures, I think that's super dope. That's what like a lot of b-boys should be doing. If you have signatures in that sense. Woof. Go, Robb. Good thing every person I come across, I recommend them the substance and they start hating me. Nasty. Solid, man. The original Speak No Evil. Yeah. Listen, guys, I'm a huge, like, horror fan, so we're going to be talking about movies. We can talk about movies. Cool. That was a good exchange. I don't know. I think their styles are a little bit. I don't know. I don't think they're that similar. You know. Like, it's cool seeing, like, Nana and Wato, because they're both dope little kids. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the matchups are just kind of... I feel like I would see this... Well, technically, I could have seen this at BC1, right? But I do like both of... I mean, I enjoy both their styles, so the battle was a good exchange. Would you say Guyver is like organic Gundam? I mean, technically, it's an exoskeleton. It's an organic exoskeleton, I would say. Guyver is just like a very, very like disgusting version of, I don't know, like a Power Ranger, man. Guyver is stuff that, like, a lot of people don't... I mean, a lot of people do know about Guyver, but a lot of people don't know about Guyver. Sentai. Yeah. Sentai. Yeah. Do you like horror games? Mouthwashing was pretty crazy. Dude, mouthwashing is something that I keep seeing it, and I'm like, I want to play it, but I just have... I've been playing Path of Exile 2 so much lately, but it's, like, on my bucket list to play. Like, mouthwashing looks amazing. I heard the story is fun. I heard it's not that long either, so I can probably knock it out within a sitting. Quake 1. So yeah, so this is all, if you guys don't know, this is all like just crowd judging. Nice. Do you guys get like watches? I'm pretty sure they all get watches. I would expect a watch to be given to me if I'm dancing for a show that is sponsored by watches. Yeah, you can knock out mouthwashing in the session. Sweet. Yeah, I want to. It looks fantastic. It looks fun as shit. So gotta let me know what you think about my last battle. Wait, what last battle? Oh, dude, you're right. You gotta send me that battle again. Okay. Ives versus Willy. No, Ives is just in a puff jacket, man. I'm gonna be honest, I made a video with me with a puff jacket on. It's not that comfortable to break in. I don't know how you guys do it. I see like a lot of people breaking in a puff jacket right now, and I'm like, yo, what are we doing? Let's go, Ives. Clean and solid. Man, Willy. I feel like I haven't seen Willy in a while. I think Willy is part of, like, the Flying Step show, though. He's at least part of some show right now. Willy just looks like he's just chilling, man. He was like... Really? Willy was like made a big impact for like, what, 2 years? And then like he like disappeared. Damn, Ives just coming out like... he doesn't care at all, man. He's like more into how he's looking right now. Let's go, Ives. He's chilling, man. He's not even battling. He is just chilling. Yeah, that's it, man. Did you learn other dance styles besides breaking? I didn't learn a lot of anything else. I kind of just dabbed into, like... I dabbed into housing, I dabbed into locking, I dabbed into popping, I dabbed into a lot of stuff. And, it just helped me out with breaking, you know? Like, there's a lot of my, like, texts that I do that were inspired from popping moves or locking moves. Or, like, a lot of my tops, like, I technically took some inspiration from some housing steps, so... Dudes kept hearing people say the B-girls always dress better, so... Yeah. Yeah, I was just like, the B-girls are not dressing better than me today. It's crowd vote. Ives understands the assignment. Yeah. Listen, if this was crowd voted, oh boy, you bet your boy that I would not be like breaking that as I usually break. I don't know what they win, but I lost, but I only have one. Okay, I'll check out your battle after this. I could so see the locking. Dude, I love locking. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish locking music was just thrown into the breaking category. Popping and locking music, by far, I get more of a feeling from popping and locking music than I do from the normal breaks. I mean, I'm not saying all breaks, but like majority of the normal breaks. What do you think the crowd looks for in these type of battles? One, what Ives just did, interaction. Because you are interacting with the crowd. If you're hyped, if you're happy, if you're excited, the crowd loves it. You know what I mean? Like, they don't want to see the villain. They want to see, like, the hero, right? So, if you're going to play with the crowd, you got to play with the crowd. If this is crowd judging, oh boy, I am playing with the crowd. Do I watch anime? Yes, I watch an extreme amount of anime. It was freestyle battle, I guess, so they played some weird rave music. What, in your battle? Cody, I am a decent locker at best. But I like it. You know what? To be fair, I actually enjoy watching like lockers and poppers on like social media more than I do watching like b-boys and b-girls. I'm not saying like all of them, but I just enjoy like seeing like new stuff, and like lockers and poppers just with the music that's added onto it. It's just always just something. Can't watch this because I gotta do my own reactions. Well, Zen, what did you watch already? I already watched all these. The only one I got left is Thesis and Wings. Aki Bakano. Yes, I do, and the soundtrack for that anime is fantastic. See, Ives did it, man. Play with the crowd. You get the crowd going. I don't know how much you win, but yo, if I knew this was crowd reaction judging and that's what I was like banking off of, yeah, I would definitely play with the crowd. All right, this is the last battle, Thesis versus Wing, which will be very technical. Should be a very technical battle. Oh, nice. I've done Thesis versus Wing already. All right, yeah. This is the last battle I got. This battle is, or the music is very hip-hop. Oh, it's sounding better. This was a rap battle. Good contrast. Cool. Yeah, I mean, they're both very technical, and I'm a very technical type of guy, so... Solid. Damn, it's still going. Well, I guess if you only got 3 rounds, yeah, I'd probably be doing the same. 3 rounds, that's it, man. I'd be chunking up my my rounds with everything, man. Wing. Man, Wing is always looking like a K-pop star. Technical, man. Technical and original. Solid. It's actually a really good battle between these guys. Both very technical. Go. Hell yeah. Solid. Damn, I'm sick. Signature. Yeah, so far I have thesis. Well, I mean, I guess it's only 3 rounds, so I guess thesis takes it for me. Chillin', man. Sorry, I'm not talking that much because it's very technical and I'm just paying attention to everything. Expo should be 5. I agree, Kurt Rage. I don't think 3 rounds is enough. Jalen. Dude, 3 rounds for an expo? Oof, I would have loved this back in the day. People make you do some wild shit in expos. I mean, I guess it's alright because, like, also 3 rounds, like, it... Oh, God, that was not good. This thing's already messed up. I think, like, expos, technically, you should have a good expo, right? And I think once you start hitting, like, 6 rounds or something, like, people start to look tired. Like, I mean, I've done Who Can Roast the Most, and 10 rounds of an expo is fucking... It's exhausting. Especially of an expo where you're, like, trying... It's not like a Cypher battle where it's, like, it could be 7 rounds or it could be 15 rounds. You know you're doing 10 rounds no matter what. So, like, doing Who Can Roast the Most was definitely, like, a different experience than, like, a normal expo battle. Shout out to Spin Cap Commercial King. Spin Cap Commercial King. I'm not the Commercial King. Well, Kurt Rage is Spin Cap Commercial King now. Is this jam at a mall? Yeah, it is at a mall. Audience judging. Please show your judge card to decide the winner. Technically, the MC is the ultimate announcement of the judging. Thesis, sorry, like, yep, that's me. Yeah, last year's expos were whacked because there were only 2 rounds, except for Stripes and Physics, because Stripes was like, yo, I didn't get flown out here to do 2 rounds. I talked to him after the battle on Instagram, and he's just like, yeah, like, well, why am I just doing 2 rounds? All right. So that's the end of these battles. So let me pause this for a second. Something that I wanted to also go over. Oh, wait. Some organizers want me to do a 10-round expo this year, and all I can think about is throwing by. Yeah, I mean, yo, 10-round expos are, like, no joke. They are... When me and Napalm did, like, Who Can Roast the Most, we practiced our fucking asses off for a 10-round expo. Because, like, Cypher battles are... You don't need to do, like, a round, you know? You don't need to do an expo round, like a normal exhibition round, like, in a Cypher battle. You're supposed to be, like, round for round, going, like, move for move. In an exhibition, though, you want to show off what you have. So when people say, like, 10 rounds of an expo battle, like, shit is... It's a lot of stamina. It's not an anime. It's an underground anime. All styles dance. Oh, you're talking about the anime battle. Yeah. I'm thinking you're talking about Baccano, the anime with the jazz music in it. But I know that is Atsuki's underground like anime battle. I wonder if that's like here still. Watch Foundation versus the Ruggeds. From what? What battle was it? Because I can watch that. I also want to talk about this thing that Storm posted up. Sorry, I'm clearing my throat. That's not like to be like a weird sign or anything. So Storm posted up something that said, "Time to get organized." And I'm assuming it's about WDSF. I did Who Can Roast the Most against Metal. Dude, you were at the same Who Can Roast the Most than me. Yeah. 5 rounds in, man. You have to, like, plan, like, strategically, honestly. Like, I went about that battle, like, knowing how much I was going to do, what moves I could handle by round 10. Like, I mean, it's kind of cool because you can kind of plan out for it. Because it's not like a Cypher where you're just, like, going off. You don't know how many rounds you're going to do. But at the same time, it's like, it sucks because you already know you're going to be doing 10 rounds. So, like, you can organize it. But it doesn't mean doing 10 rounds is, like, fun no matter what. Still shitty. Okay, let me, so, I didn't get to watch this yet. I didn't see anything of it yet. But I saw, it was a picture of the Olympics. Storm is posting it. I'm assuming it's something about WDSF. And I heard it was something about the WDSF. So, we're going to watch it real quick. Let's go back to this.
Breaking debuted on the Olympic stage in Paris 2024, dazzling audiences with a unique blend of character, creativity, and sheer athleticism, but also sparking controversy. But
also, I don't know who's voicing this. I don't know if it's AI. It's definitely not Storm, though.
Behind the excitement, a financial controversy is brewing, raising serious questions about the World Dance Sport Federation, WDSF, and their management of funds. The WDSF received 3.9 million Swiss francs, over $4 million US, in funding from the International Olympic Committee, IOC, to support breaking from 2021 to 2024.
Okay. They received $4 million? So what did the money go towards? I mean, yeah, I'm curious on what it went towards exactly.
Instead of fully investing this money in the development
never mind. I guess we're going to
development of breaking in the lead up to the Paris Games, the WDSF's cash reserves have skyrocketed, approaching record highs. Why is the WDSF hoarding money when it should be supporting the breaking community?
Ooh, it's a spicy little video. What are the hashtags? Breaking Federation. Don't be some. What? Idiot. Where is the money? Who is in charge?
Further fueling the controversy is a lack of.
I don't think this is Storm. If it's Storm, he has definitely did something with his voice.
Transparency in the WDSF's.
Oh, seems the clip is longer than it's supposed to. Shit. Can we find the actual clip of this? Oh, we're gonna find it somewhere. It's got to be somewhere.
Financial reporting. They claim to have spent 2.4.
This video seems like something from the Breaking Dark Web.
4 million Swiss francs, just below $2.7 million US, on breaking expenses over the past 4 years. But the details of those expenses remain shrouded in secrecy.
Ooh.
Where did the remaining 1.5 million Swiss francs go?
Ooh.
And what exactly was the 2.4 million Swiss francs spent on?
Ooh.
The WDSF's financial reports lack clarity, making it impossible to determine if all the allocated expenses genuinely relate to breaking.
That's not good.
This lack of transparency raises serious concerns. Is the WDSF diverting funds meant for breaking to other activities?
Oh, maybe a ballroom? I like how they have the ballroom behind it, too. What do you think? Damn, I don't got Instagram anymore. Can someone send me this video? Well, I don't think it's the whole video. I think we got to find the whole video. If somebody can find this whole video, please link it in the chat because I'm trying to see the whole thing. Apparently, this is not the whole video. Yo, I got a dark web vid in the next tab. Storm made a B-boy horror compilation.
Adding to the unease is the WDSF's forecast of a drastic reduction in breaking expenses.
Oh. There's more depth about the whole WDSF thing. Some Swiss YouTube channel just put out. Oh, shit. Really? Dude. Yo, Itami, put that in here, bro. What time is it? We're watching it. That'll be perfect. 9:30. Ooh, baby.
For 2025 and 2026, despite...
I don't know what you're going to talk about for 25 minutes, but yeah.
...the healthy cash reserves. Why are they planning to cut back on breaking in the aftermath of the Paris Olympics? The breaking community deserves answers.
Dude.
The WDSF
He's right.
deserves to be held accountable for the
Hold up. Is this a B-boy saying this, or is this fucking AI?
responsible and effective use
It mentioned Bojan? Hell yeah.
of funds meant to support the growth and development of breaking. It was long suspected that breaking was only being used by the WDSF paved the way for Olympic standard and Latin ballroom.
It's an AI voice? Good. Well, this is Storm then.
Now that the WDSF's Olympic dream has been dashed, have they found another way to make this project pay off? Breaking debuted on the Olympic stage at
Okay,
Paris
so
2020.
okay, time out, guys. Let's take a little bit of a hiatus right now. Let's put some music on. Okay, I'm turn down a little bit. Let's find this video. So this is what we're gonna do. Okay, Tommy, do you know where that video is at? It's Zach talking. Jesus Christ. People in chat GPT get into the facts. Oh, you dropped a link? Shit, I think it did. Dude, send it to my my Instagram if you can do that. That would be fantastic because we can watch this shit right now. Man, it's got to be AI for sure. I mean, I would hope it's AI. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. Give me that. Oh boy. I didn't think there was like a full video of that shit. That's fantastic. Why do I have my bad, guys. I'm trying to get to this. I'm trying to get to this shit. We're gonna get to it. My bad, guys. Give me like 2 seconds. It's a long video, so we're gonna be talking a lot. Okay. So is this it? Oh yeah, this one. I'm assuming this is the one that you guys are talking about. Okay. Shut this off. Alright. Ah, shit! Is the Olympics gonna hit me for this shit? I hope not. I hope I can just block this. Okay, there we go. It's very fast.
Promis haben sich über sie lustig gemacht und sie ist das Feindbild vom Internet geworden.
Ich bin absolut enttäuscht mit dem Ausgang von Olympia und was da
Oh wait, hold on. Let me help you guys out. Wait. I'm gonna have to fix my screen up to give you guys, because it's gonna be subtitles. It's people talking in a different language. Give me a second. Let's let me just shrink this a little bit, because you guys are gonna have to read some subtitles here with me. I would read them to you. The issue is, I would rather you guys read them. 25 minutes of reading subtitles is rough, guys. I'm not gonna be able to do this. All right, let's make sure you guys can.
Nach Olympia die nächste Schlacht.
Okay. Cool. We're
Reagan
cool with
auf
this.
Platz 1 vor der Weltrangliste.
Reagan is number
Trotz
1 in the
ihrem
world
fragwürdigen
rankings, despite a
Auftritt in Paris.
dodgy
Aber das
performance in the.
Problem
Okay.
ist nicht der Reagan-Auftritt.
Ich glaube, dass
Within the
zumindest innerhalb der
scene,
Szene
everyone.
jedem klar
Oh
ist, dass
shit,
der
guys.
Verband nicht das Nonplusultra ist.
Gemeint ist der Verband.
Okay, wait. This is not in. I watched subbed anime. I'm seasoned. Yeah, wait. Okay, so this isn't the same guy, right? This is like somebody else. I'm assuming. Okay, we're gonna watch a little bit. If it's too much for us to read, we're gonna skip it, and maybe I'll make a video on it like separately. But
Wo für
let's
Breaking
continue
an
on.
Olympia zuständig war, die World Dance Sport Federation.
yes.
Governance was terrible. There was
Oh.
nepotism.
In internen Dokumenten sehen wir,
Oh, okay.
es
At least we can hear Renegade.
Intransparenz und undurchsichtige Geschäfte.
Lack of transparency, dude. Correct.
Und Athleten darunter leiden.
Ich muss auch sagen, dass Kommunikation, je nachdem,
Communication was
recht,
pretty
blurry
blurry.
Was ist alles schiefgelaufen mit Breaking?
What
und
went wrong
Olympia?
with breaking in the Olympics? I'm sick of Reagan as
Genau
well.
das probieren wir herauszufinden.
That's exactly what we're here to.
The
The Federation has never really been interested in breaking. Ooh. And its handling money is dubious. To understand how this came to be, we have to go back to breaking's beginnings. Ooh, hell yeah. Don't make me start popping. Cody just told you I was a good. Well, actually, I was a good locker, not a popper. Is Ray Guns from Florida doing okay? Alright, we all know pretty much all this stuff. Peace, love, and unity. That's what breaking is about, guys. So if you're not about peace, love, and unity, you might need to think your priorities in breaking. I'm about all three. They didn't have much to do with the beginnings anymore. True breakers, not breakdancers, remained underground. Hell yeah. Oh, that's the first BC one ever, 2004. Man, if another breaking documentary talks about the fucking origins in the 70s, I'm gonna lose it. Today, this is one of the most important battles. Oh, okay, so they are talking about BC1. Sponsored, despite such shows, a lot of money, breakers don't have an organization that prescribes and regulates everything. Yes, true. Ooh, I think this is the Olympics, right? Breaking took part, yeah, in the Olympics, yeah, for the first time. Oh, God, guys, where are we at? This is why we weren't invited back in the beginning. You guys weren't even synced. Alright, it was a big day, opened by Snoop Dogg. It's a huge arena. Also, Snoop Dogg was popping. That's not breaking. Let's get it straight. Dude, you were at the Olympics? You were at that Olympics? Oh, yeah, I'm probably going to catch a strike a little bit. Ah, fuck, dude, you're right. I'm trying to do good, too. Dude. Wait, if this guy's not catching a strike, I'm not catching a strike. Wait, can I make this transformative and like keep pausing it? I'm going to pause it every time he starts to talk so I can... Oh, there we go. There's some ballroom dancing. Shit, dude, I'm going to have to, like, delete that part of it. I know the stream is going to come up because it's copyrighted, and I'm going to have to, like... At least I can edit it in the stream, and I wasn't saying anything important. One Piece had it right. Erase all that shit, start new, anything before. You know what? You're correct, man. Burn it all to the fucking ground. Just start brand new. Are they at that in One Piece in the anime? Like, with all the burning the information down and everything? Is that at the anime yet, or is that still in the manga? No, I should be in the anime by now, right? I'm not caught up in the anime. I'm caught up in manga, just anime-wise. I don't know exactly where they're at. What they have to do with each other? Honestly, we wondered ourselves. And that is what every b-boy wonders. What the fuck are they doing? Doing with breaking, and you're a ballroom dance association.
Das ist eine ziemlich schräge Story und da ist einiges schief gelaufen.
The story is pretty weird, yeah, more than that later. They're still on Egghead arc in the anime? I'm not gonna lie. Got MagFest coming up. I got a Zoro, Egghead, Island cosplay costume coming in. Keep a lookout for it. Dude, that's right. They stopped. I forgot. They took a fucking hiatus. This event has taken place every autumn in Zurich. People from all over the world are here. It's a perfect place to talk to breakers about the Olympics. Oh, hell yeah, Cody. Yeah, I'll be there for all 4 days, too. What's the difference here at the Olympics, the qualifier events? A lot of things are different, starting with the atmosphere. It's totally different from the WDSF events. You see the values that are really important to us are being prioritized. There's certainly peace, love, and unity. Still the same thing, peace, love, and unity. At events like these, you feel a greater sense of community. Yeah, 100%. Now, to be fair, some of the WDSF events, like the smaller ones that took place in like USA, they were kind of like, I don't know, everybody went, right? It's a jam, like, or an event. Everybody went to an event, whether it's WDSF or somebody else. People were going to be going to WDSF. I don't think there was I don't think there was that much hate on WDSF last year compared to what it is today. So yeah.
Da, der Hero 10
What Zanny said, like and subscribe. Appreciate y'all.
hat auch zu Paris tanzt. Er ist mit gemischten Gefühlen zurückgekommen, auch weil Breaking schon wieder nicht mehr olympisch ist.
There's somebody being homophobic in the chat.
I don't know, maybe in Paris it
Don't do that.
was first
Don't bring that to my chat.
and the last. So I feel so, like, legendary, but in the same way so sad. So many people say this is because of Reagan, but this is not, really not.
Die krasse B-Boys
Yeah, everybody's talking about like it's because of Reagan.
hat man wie vergessen, sondern wird einfach nur nach Reagan verarscht. So
Das Breaken an sich hat Olympia nicht gebraucht.
Breaking didn't need the
Olympia hat
Olympics.
das
The
Breaking
Olympics needed
gebraucht.
breaking. Which, very true statement.
And it's so strange because breaking was born in America and they don't take it. I don't understand.
Dass Breaking an den Spielen in LA nicht mehr wird dabei sein, findet viele schade. Ein Teil gibt der WDSF die Schuld. Ich merke schnell, die Breaker, die sind unzufrieden mit dem Format.
Dissatisfied with the Federation.
Ein bisschen ernüchternd, so. Dahinter wollen alle mit
It's
dir reden,
disappointing.
aber
Everyone
das
here wants to talk
WDSF
to you.
redet
Everyone
alle
wants to talk about the
Kritik
WDSF.
anzubringen, sagen, wie es ist,
Everyone has
dass
criticisms,
was falsch läuft, aber
but
vor
hardly
der
anyone
Kamera
wants to
will
talk in
fast
front of
niemand
the
reden.
camera.
Offenbar
Apparently,
fürchtet
people here
man
are
da
afraid of the consequences.
Konsequenzen.
This is like exactly the issue. You know, what the fuck did I say? Like, I made a video about this. Like, everyone is like afraid to talk to like, not everybody. A good amount of people are afraid to like go out and speak like badly, or at least like what they really feel on social media, right? Why? Probably, and I don't know if they're gonna say this, but it's because you're afraid of burning bridges, right? If you talk bad about WDSF, they're gonna come after you, right? And to be fair, like I made, you know, the video why I decided to not cover any more WDSF events. It was I made a video about WDSF event being like a ghost town because nobody was fucking there, right? And then I had somebody from part of the WDSF like making comments in there, you know, saying like, "Oh, it's kind of weird you're doing this like from a gaming chair," and I'm just like, what do you expect? Like I fucking game on my computer, like. You know, like, but yeah, I can say whatever the fuck I want. Anybody can say whatever they want, especially with the community. Like, everybody in the community can speak whatever they want about their opinions, right? So, like, this coming out, like, yeah, a lot of people are afraid to speak up about it. I'm not saying everybody. I'm just saying a good amount of people, especially the higher ups, well, the higher names in breaking, because they don't want to cut corners, right? In case the breaking makes it back into the Olympics or something. Stupid.
Was dann? Schade. Viele erzählen mir vom
Many people tell me about the
Klassiker nicht
disqualification
durchdacht gewesen.
system.
Das
They
zeigt
said
mir
it
schon
hadn't
daran, dass Reagan
been
noch
through. You can
Olympia
tell,
auf
but
Platz
yeah,
1
yeah,
von der
Reagan ended up in the
Weltrangliste
first
gelandet
place. World rankings of the Olympics. Let me read some of these comics. What did Hero Tencent? I forget. He was talking about Reagan though. If there was one thing I could respect about the WDSF events, these people knew how to run an event. Now, I will say that WDSF had a structure and they knew how to run shit for that event, right? Can I say for the entire like run of the Olympics? I think it was like a whole nother level to it with the Olympics. But for the jam itself, it is what it is, right? They had a judging system. The jams ran on time. It is what it is. We all just got to stop doing shit events like WDSF shit. Wait. We all got to stop going to shit events like WDSF. I mean, yeah, that's what needs to happen is the community themselves, which you already saw from the previous WDSF event. Nobody was fucking there. So breaking isn't media train. That's a problem with the community. Yes, that as well.
Eine steht
There's no damage control.
gleich noch an und redet Klartext. Der OG Samson. Er coacht seit Jahren Breakerinnen und
He's been
Breaker
coaching
und
breakers for
beurteilt
years
heute,
and
was Judge
evaluates their
Auftritt an
performances
dem Event.
today.
I think we need to change people from the top in WDSF
Ooh,
because they are not thinking the same like we are.
100% correct, sir.
Nicht gleich denken und gerade die Führung vom Verband auswechseln.
They don't
Es
think the
scheint
same way. Yeah,
einiges nicht
some
okay
things
zu
are
sein zwischen
probably
den
not
Breaker
right
und der
between the breakers and the WDSF.
Wir wollen mehr wissen, warum.
We want to know why.
Über Jahre hat's
For years, the WDSF
WDSF
dreamt of
mit
being
ihnen
allowed to
Tanz bei
compete
Olympiade
with couples
zu machen.
dances in the Olympics,
Hat's
but
aber
it never happened.
Zum-
Oh boy, dude, this is a great. whoever recommended this, thank you. This is precisely why I keep a normal job, so I can just be like, fuck it, I'm gonna sell the lady shoes. I can get to be as reckless. Well, that as well. I mean, that's another reason why, like, I'm kind of glad I'm out of the breaking, like, competition scene, because I don't really gotta worry about getting flown out to places. Because at a point, I do understand from, like, the higher names. Like, if you're doing this for a living, you don't want to be cut out of, like, opportunities, right? And there's a lot of high names up in that WDSF, like, community, right? And you don't want your name to be out of that, because that costs you money, that costs you a job, that costs you your living. I get it. You know, at the same time, for people that are not involved with breaking and the, like, competition aspect of it, why are we sticking up for this shit? You know what I mean? And I'm sure I'm going to get more hate comments on this, but I don't give a fuck right now. That's how I feel.
Um doch noch olympisch zu werden, hat WDSF
Sandy, don't do that.
vor gut 10 Jahren einen IOC-Veteran mit
So they could compete in all the Olympics after all.
Jean-Laurent Bourquin.
The Swiss Roman made it clear to the Federation that couples dancing had no chance. If dancing were to compete, it would have to be breaking, something that was interested in a younger audience. Because of this idea, they had to work together. Interesting. What does it take for a sport to be recognized by the IOC? It takes a federation that sets the rules and organizes everything. But breaking never had an official association, which is true. The only organization that was officially authorized to represent the dance sport, it was the Olympics, was WDSF. No Olympics without WDSF, no breaking. 100% true. And to be fair, in the beginning, they were doing stuff great. And there was also, I know, a different team involved. And I think somewhere in between the WDSF, the Olympics, the beginning squad with the people that ended with the squad, people kind of like split ways from them because of the way things were running, which ended up why it was like that in the Olympics. It's 15 years too late. Yeah. Don't even worry about that. In several meeting minutes, did not suit everyone in it. Ooh, so they're gonna go into detail with this shit too. This is fucking sick. This is great. Federation had to spend a lot of money on the Olympics project. $500,000. Many couples dancers did not want to invest in choice run, a discipline that never had anything to do with the Federation. Spent on developing. There were also protests on the side. Wait. Submitted a petition with the 2,000 signatures to the IOC, demanding that the IOC no longer cooperate with the criticism where the Federation wanted to exploit breaking to get a foot in the door. What was this? Was there a petition? I don't think I remember this. This is funny. This dude asked to interview me at Undisputed in LA. I asked him who he was and he was filming for. He said, "Oh, I don't know. I just got hired." I said, "Oh, wow. You have thousands of dollars of equipment random LA. You don't know who you're filming for." I don't know. This probably would have been sick to film for them. I mean, to be real, I might have been like, I don't know who you are. I don't really want to, like, why am I going to do an interview? Well, to be fair, I do like 99.9%. If somebody comes up to me with a mic, I'm going to talk. I don't really give a shit. Not good for prerequisites for collaboration. Yeah. Yo, that's what I'm saying. I didn't hear about the petition until just now either. Okay, Storm. Okay, so this is Storm talking in this as well. He's a breaking legend, which, to be fair, is true. So far, everything these guys have been saying is true, and they have gone to events. I don't care if they're made of money or not. If they've gone to events and they've done research, and they've done research with the community, that's what I care about. They seem like they've been doing their justice, so... We meet him at a workshop in Germany. Yes, he's still an important figure in the scene.
7, 8, 1, 2. So now we're here. Got it?
He worked with the WDSF. Why? I thought it was a good idea for breaking to become an Olympic sport. Then came the WDSF, and they didn't know anything. They had no idea what was going on. Then the IOC imposed the requirement that they had to initiate the whole thing with the breaking community. At first, it was actually a really nice project, which is what I said as well, and what I noticed as well. There was an app called Dance Thesis. House dancer from New York designed it about 10 years ago.
Sehr schönes Projekt. Es hat
Dance
Spaß
Thesis was
gemacht.
like, were they like part of the
Vor
petition?
Paris hat Breaking eine Art
Before Paris,
Testlauf gehabt.
breaking had
Die
a kind of
Olympischen
test run. Yeah,
Jugendspiele
the
in
Youth
Buenos
Olympics
Aires
was the test run
2018.
for the
Dort
Olympics.
habe
We
ich
all know
gemerkt,
that.
Das schlägt auf Social Media ein, das kann man vermarkten. Mit dem kann man ein junges
And to be fair, like talking with Flegg about it, like Flegg also said, like it was a hit. Like at the Youth Olympics, like it was. I think it was like one of the biggest crowds. Like it had one of the biggest attention. Like the audience was there for it.
Publikum erreichen. Dieser Erfolg hat Paris möglich gemacht.
Nach den Jugendspielen hat beim
After Youth
WDSF
Games, the
ein
new
neuer
president took
Präsident
over the WDSF. New president after the Youth Olympics. So technically, everything that they did before could kind of be just thrown out.
Congratulations to the new WDSF president, Mr. Shante from Singapore.
Hat lang Singapur eine Schule für Partner
For a long
gehabt
time, he had a
und ein
school for
Verband
couples
ist das schon seit
dancing in
Jahren.
Singapore. Again, going back to couples dancing.
Obermiet.
I've been involved with the Federation for years. He doesn't think much of breaking. Okay.
Das zeigt sich in dem E-Mail.
That's
Der neue
apparent in this
Präsident
email.
Shante
President
steht an der Führungsspitze.
Shante writes to the top of the
Es
management
geht Zukunft von Breaking.
about the future
Da
of
steht's
breaking.
eindeutig.
Here he
wird
clearly
Breaking
states he
nur
only
brauchen,
wants to
um
use breaking
Standardtanz
to
und
make
Latin
standard
Olympics
dance
zu
and
machen.
Latin Olympic
Außerdem
sports. I don't think most people knew about this either,
soll's nicht zu viel Geld
without
kosten und
without draining
WDSF
our
die
finances.
Disziplin von
And the WDSF wants to protect the discipline from the
der
hand
Hand
of
von
others.
anderen
Okay.
beschützen. Sprich, sie wollen Breaking kontrollieren.
Meaning they
und
want to
darüber
control
bestimmen.
breaking. Yeah,
Und wenn
that's
man
not
das
fucking
ein
good.
bisschen genauer anschaut, wird
Where'd they get that email from? Because that's a spicy email. If you take a closer look at the issue of money, this is where it becomes obvious. For the first time, WDSF lost money for years. They spent a lot on breaking in the 2018 Olympics
und wegen Corona
and
nicht
didn't
mehr
make
viel Geld
anything with
verdient.
events because of COVID.
2020 ist der Verband am finanziellen Tiefpunkt.
2020, yeah, well, one source that might still finance breaking, the companies that had long been pumping money into the sport, organizing major events and expanding inside the, players like Red Bull. Yeah. WDSF negotiated a deal with them for a long time. The Federation suddenly canceled it. Interesting. This caused a lot of internal discussion. Yeah, one of the reasons why that WDSF did not accept that they would not receive cash directly from Red Bull. WDSF cannot agree to any cooperation. WDSF would not receive any cash. That's what the CFO said, and he even sold it as an opportunity. He said this would make room for other international, such as important deal with WDSF. Yeah. So Red Bull basically was gonna do partnership with them, and then they were like, "We're not giving you cash," and then WDSF was like, "All right, that's fine. We'll just make room for more international sponsors." Right? That's what I'm getting at. We wonder how serious they really were about breaking. WDSF writes us, Red Bull operates its own competition, sponsors athletes, and its commercial organization. They would have wanted too much influence over the breaking at the Olympics. The Dance Sport Federation preferred to work directly with the IOC in order to maintain its independence. Regarding the president's email, they write, this was to ally concern that our standard and Latin events and athletes could suffer as a result for this focus of spending on breaking. The leadership was therefore under great pressure from a number of national member bodies raising concerns that in this respect. This email is from Mr. Tay was an attempt to address and ally these concerns. I don't know where this guy's getting all these emails, but this is wild. And not a good look for WDSF. An event in 2020 the WDSF organized, things got even worse. I should have supervised the event and made sure that the judging and everything worked. I arrived at the event. It was 40 degrees Celsius in the shade. What is that, Fahrenheit? There was no roof over the stage. The dance floor was black. Everyone was complaining about the conditions. That wasn't the only thing. There was no decent warm-up area. The toilets were too far away. It was hell. It's a miracle that no one got hurt. Oh, 80 degrees? That sucks.
Nach der Competition.
After the competition. And if you're a dancer, you know dancing on blacktop, like, in 80-degree weather is extremely, extremely bad.
Große Liste geschrieben mit
After the
Sachen,
competition,
die
yeah, they had to
verändern
be
müssen, um
changed
überhaupt
if they were going to
zusammen
continue
weiterarbeiten zu
collaborating.
Aus der Liste sind
The
mehrere
list turned
Begriffe
into several letters
die Breaker als
that the
WDSF
breakers wrote to the
Präsidium
WDSF.
geschickt haben.
Okay,
Oder
so
Robbie, auch bekannt als
Renegade
Renegade, ist dort dabei gewesen.
was
Er hat
involved
mit dem
too
Storm
and worked
von
with
Anfang
Storm
an
from the
mitgearbeitet.
beginning.
Name's DJ Renegade from London, UK. I've been on the
Oh, 104? Holy shit.
breaking scene since 1983.
It is a mess.
What exactly happened that you guys felt the need to write this letter?
There was no movement. There was no real movement. Like, there was these kind of like promises of getting more autonomy within the organization, and we were actually losing autonomy, right? So in the WDSF, they have this presidium, and there were no breaking voices on there whatsoever. And moving towards the Olympics, there should have been some representation from our side, you know?
Exactly.
I also feel that we should have a voice equal to the WDSF as we are the culture. We shouldn't be told what to do by the WDSF, especially if it works against breaking's better interests.
Exactly.
The
The breakers wanted to have a greater say and demanded a seat on the yeah, they got one too. Oh, we know who got that one. It's a really weird. Yeah. WDSF. The letters of WDSF were signed by all the breakers who collaborated with them, except for one, B-Boy Bojin. And all the people, he was the one who joined, not being voted in like the other members. The president appointed him himself. Yeah, so the president appointed him himself. Bojin writes us that certain breakers understood why he didn't sign the letter. He doesn't comment on the job. Okay. It goes even further, as we see in the Federation statuses. Change them so it can't. Hold on. The member for breaking may be elected and removed by the president from time to time according to the. Yeah, so. Yeah, what? So the main guy is basically in charge of like Bojin, and this is ridiculous. The gentlemen of the WDSF became the most powerful people in the world of breaking. The breakers no longer had anything to
All
say.
of a sudden, we weren't getting booked for judging roles anymore. You know, the people that came up with the system weren't being booked for judging roles anymore, right? It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's wild. This is wild. Yo, this is fucking sick. They're like coming out with everything with this. Of course, Bojin didn't comment. Yeah, of course he didn't comment. He doesn't comment on anything. I remember Break Free announced that they were partnering with the WDSF for post-Olympics competition event, and then that suddenly disappeared. I'm curious what the story is. This everything Zach told us in the Discord before I banned. Blame Bojin. Critics were shut down the WDSF. Others left voluntarily. Yeah. And this is what I'm talking about, where the beginning, everything was pretty solid. This new president came in and seemed like he wanted to take everything over, made Bojin the top tier guy, and everybody was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And people ended up leaving. We would like to have interviewed the president. WDSF only responded in writing. Okay. WDSF denies shutting out critics. What do you mean, shutting out critics? It was just that a minority of breakers complained and it wouldn't stick to the democratic structures. Those who were now complaining had been invited to join several times. Wait. The people who are doing the complaining about the system were invited to join in. Okay. Lessons were learned from the event. The 2023 event saw marked changes for the better. Some breakers nonetheless continue to work with the WDSF. None of those who designed the project and did the essential work were still involved 2 years before Paris Olympics. Okay, so basically what we're getting at to where we're at right now in this documentary is everybody that started with WDSF is now, well, not all of them, but half of them basically are not involved with it anymore. And this is now a new president involved, and it is The main people who started it were a lot of the b-boy community, or a lot of the breaking community in general, was just pretty okay with. Like, even myself, like, WDSF in the beginning was like, it was all right. If I had to say, like, there needed to be a structure for a sport or for it to be in the Olympics, like, I'm pretty sure I even said it, like, back in the day, is like, when this all first came out, was WDSF, they were running their shit correctly. But to where it was halfway through, you started to kind of see the cracks in it, and you started to see people kind of start leaving from it as well. So let's continue to go. Moa is one of the best breakers in Switzerland. He is super nasty. He still didn't qualify for the Olympics. The whole qualification process went back and forth. This is something I'm happy about, right? They're doing their research not only with, like, you know, they're getting all the information from the emails and whatnot, and the people in WDS, or at least the people that are not part of WDSF anymore, but they're going to the jams and they're going to the community and they're talking to people in the community, you know? So I can't really, like, say anything negative about this documentary right now. Also, they're correct about everything. This often happened right before the competitions, and sometimes WDSF didn't inform anybody. Especially hard for us at first to adjust to them over and over, internally within the squad, but also among other athletes with whom we compete. It's always been a topic. I don't understand all this. Do you understand it? No, but let's make the best of it. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how it is, right? So if you're aiming to be in the Olympics as, like, a breaker, right? And you're doing a WDSF event, you want to go for the Olympics, but WDSF events are the only way for you to get into the Olympics. Like, even the B-boys were like, I don't get what the fuck what's exactly happening with all the jams and all the qualifiers. Like, B-boys are still like, do I need to win another one to, like, make it, like, what is this, like? But then you got, like, people like Raygun who won one qualifier to just make it into the Olympics, right? So, like, even today, I can guarantee you people are still confused as why you know, Hero 10 had to do 15 battles at WDSF big events versus Raygun only having to do one event, right? Like, people are still confused about that. I have a feeling that there were lots of hurdles to jump over on the road to the Olympics as community and also the organization that set it up. Which hurdles? Regarding infrastructure, the instance, how events were, I didn't see it. So, the way the whole thing was organized, you realized that there was still a lack of knowledge that could have made everything run smoothly. 100% correct, which is what I just talked about. That was also apparent. Yeah, the WDSF counted some of the points. That meant that the breakers who should have got further didn't. We know an official complaint that WDSF didn't even bother to answer. They write to us that dynamic adjustments to the regulations were necessary because it was a challenge. To make a new sport into the Olympics, they said it was done in consultation with the community. As jilou. I had theories, and then I ran into other factors, throwing that out the window. Yeah. Numbers don't add up. I swear I could have made it into the Olympics off technicalities. The fact that I had disposable income at that time. That's what I'm saying, man. I mean, well, also, you need to be living in Australia for a while, so. She's from Germany. She's one of the few who openly criticized the federation. Was jilou part of WDSF, though? I think it's important that we're not allowed the federation to appropriate breaking, take over, as World Federation continues to take over breaking, other people will make or will keep making decisions about us. They have no idea about our culture and that don't represent our values. So long as World Dance Sport Federation doesn't leave all decisions completely to the breakers, we need our own association. To be fair, WDSF in the beginning had a good amount of, like, input from breakers, but by the end, like they were saying, like 2 years before the Olympics happened, I kind kind of think that shit was yeah, it was out of our hands at that point. It was already accepted into the Olympics, and then shit started switching 2 years before the Olympics, you know? Like, that's the shiesty shit.
Breakers sind unzufrieden mit der WDSF. Für den Verband hingegen
Yeah, breaking
scheint
seems to have
Breaking
paid off
Tore zu haben.
for the
Zumindest
Federation, at least
finanziell.
financially.
Zur
Here comes Spice.
Erinnerung,
As a reminder, in 2020, the
ist der
Federation was at a
Verband
financial
finanzieller
low point.
Tiefpunkt gewesen. Der Präsident Sean Tay hat klar gesagt, Breaking
President Sean Tay clearly stated that breaking was not to cost too
nicht viel
much.
kosten. Und in den Jahresbericht
What stands out in the annual reports is that after the deal with Red Bull broke off,
auf, nach dem Platz der Red Bull Deal hat WDSF für Breaking
the
keinen einzigen
WDSF did not
Sponsoringvertrag.
close a single sponsoring deal for breaking. Okay, so basically what happened was they were like, they had a deal with Red Bull. Red Bull's like, yo, we're not giving you cash. And then they're like, all right, then we're breaking off. We're not having a deal. We'll find other sponsors somewhere else, right? Just as a lot of other breakers usually think, that we can get sponsors in the snap of a finger. Well, guess what, WDSF? You were incorrect, because apparently you got none.
Abgeschlossen. Was aber dafür reingekommen ist,
Instead, the
Geld
money
vom
came
IOC.
in from the
Ab
IOC.
2021 hat
Beginning in
WDSF
2021,
vom
the
IOC
WDSF
Jahr für
received
Jahr
more money
immer mehr
every
Geld
year from the
bekommen.
IOC.
Budgetiert sind
Their
insgesamt
budget is a
3,9
total of
Millionen.
3.9 million Swiss. The WDSF should have primarily used the money to promote breaking.
Was auffällt, in der gleichen
What's
Zeit
striking
sind
is that in the
Breakers
same
einfach
period,
als
cash reserves grew
um fast 2
by nearly
Millionen
2
gewachsen.
million.
Das der Kontostand vor
That was
Paris.
the balance prior to the
Hat der
Paris.
Finanzchef das Geld
Did the
einfach
CFO
blockiert?
just park the
Das kann
money?
vielleicht seine Gründe haben, aber Fakt
That may have been the reasons, but the fact is,
auf der anderen Seite hat es
there was
nie
never
genug
enough
Geld
money
für
for
Breaking
breaking in the WDSF.
gehabt. Man hat müssen sparen. Das sagen
Many who
viele
were
Leute, die
involved
das
in the
Projekt
project said that they
involviert
had to save.
Sag mal, wenn wir von
When we
Erfolg
talked about the
sprechen,
numbers,
dann
we
muss
must
uns
be
bewusst
aware
sein,
of
wie viel Geld man
how
tatsächlich
much
in die
money
Hand
you
nehmen
really
muss,
have to spend
tatsächlich eine faire
to create a fair
Ausschreibung und eine faire
structure
Struktur zu schaffen,
so
dass
that the
dann auch
breakers
die
are treated
Breaker fair
fairly. 100% correct.
behandelt werden und am Schluss
Ultimately, the right
fliegen Leute bei
people
Olympia sind.
participate in the Olympics,
Und das hat so dann halt
and that
eben
just
nicht
didn't happen.
stattgefunden, leider.
Das WDSF
WDSF says that it is committed to all dance sport disciplines,
Finanzstrategie sind
and
nach
that their
der
financial strategy
IOC-Richtlinie
is
ausgerichtet.
aligned with the IOC
Das
guidelines.
IOC-Geld sei
They say the
sorgfältig
IOC money
eingesetzt
was
worden.
used
Und nicht
carefully,
nur für
not
unmittelbare
only for
Projekte,
immediate
sondern auch für
projects, but also for the
zukünftige
future
nach
ones
Paris
beyond
2024.
Paris
Das
2024.
WDSF betont,
WDSF
sie haben nie
emphasizes
Geld für
that it was
Breaking
never
zurückgehalten
withheld
und
spending
würden
on
weiterhin
breaking,
ausgeben,
and will
was das
continue to
Budget
spend what the
erlaubt.
budget allows.
Während so wirkt, als wäre bei den
While it
Breakern
would
jeder
seem
Franken
for
ungehalten,
most
oder?
breakers,
Nicht Verbandsspiel.
whoa, Federation's leadership was much more generous. To think that ray gun phenomenon all could have been avoided if they didn't air the pre-qualification rounds. Well, yeah, I guess so, but you gotta air the pre-qualification rounds, right? I think the main thing that should have been avoided was the qualification to get into the Olympics should have been more strict than just winning one event, getting straight to the Olympics versus everybody else.
Pizza andernorts
Yeah, like you said. Yeah,
wieder
I agree.
deutlich
I agree with
rentabler
that.
gewesen. Zum Beispiel beim Lohn
For
vom
example, the
Geschäftsführer
salary
des
of its
Wir
general
finden heraus,
secretary,
der hat sich von
we find out that
91.000
in a very
Franken
short
in
time is
kürzester
nearly
Zeit fast
doubled
verdoppelt auf
from 91 to
175.000 Franken pro
holy
Jahr.
shit.
Der Lohn sei
The
vergleichbar
Federation
mit
says
dem
that the salary is
von anderen
comparable
internationalen
other international organizations.
Verbänden.
Dude,
Sie haben den
that's
Lohn
not good.
seinem Umzug
The
nicht
salary was
angepasst
adjusted due
und
to
der Lohn
his
hat sich
relocation.
voll und ganz verdient.
They maintain that the increase is fully deserved.
Oder haben
Deserved?
sogenannte Safeguarding Officer.
Or
Das ist die
safeguarded
Person,
officers,
der
this
sich
person
Athletinnen und
whose
Athleten
athletes
vermelden,
can
wenn sie
contact,
zum
yeah.
Beispiel
If
Gewalt
they're
oder
experienced
sexuelle
violence or
Übergriffe
sexual
erleben.
harassment,
Das IOC hat die
the
Stelle
IOC required the position in foresight to the
Liga
Olympics.
Olympia vorgeschrieben. Das
Okay.
Präsidium hat die Stelle aber
WDSF
nicht
safeguard
verweisen
policy and appointment of WDSF safeguarding officer
geschrieben, sondern
Isabella
einfach die Tochter vom
Tay.
Präsident angestellt.
But instead of
Und dann
hiring,
nicht
not for
gratis.
free, of course.
Wie das genau klappt,
It's hard to say exactly how that
offen ist,
transpired.
schwierig zu sagen. Das Protokoll zu dem Ganzen,
There's no
da
record
gibt's
of it.
nämlich nicht. Und Transparenz, das fällt
Maintaining
am
committee
sogenannten Managing
meeting
Committee.
minutes
Dort
and
sind auch der
reports. The
Präsident
president
und
and
der
CFO are
Finanzchef tätig.
members.
Das ist das mächtigste
This is the
Gremium.
most
Und
powerful
die
body,
haben schon seit 3 Jahren
and they
kein
haven't
Protokoll
published a
veröffentlicht.
protocol in 3 years.
Die aktuelle
The
Verbandsführung
current
hat
Federation
wesentliche
leadership
Schritte
has taken
unternommen,
steps
um
to improve
Transparenz zu
transparency.
verbessern.
No,
Zum Job von Präsidententochter sagen
regarding
sie,
the president's
ehemalige
daughter's job,
Spitzensportlerin und
since
Trainerin
she is a former top athlete and
mit einem
coach
Master in Psychologie
with a master's degree in psychology. She has an ideal profile. Her father rescued himself from the hiring process. They say they informed the IOC about it as well. What does the International Olympic Committee say?
The World Dance Sport Federation has done an outstanding job in building breaking, building an Olympic qualification process, reaching out to the breaking community and involving them in all of the Olympic pathway towards Paris.
Hold on, let me read some of these. 3 million, 2 million every year after that just for breaking is crazy. It is extremely crazy. Good point. I wonder how you'd likely that would have been. Yeah, you got to air the whole. You got to air the whole Olympics. Yeah. I mean, basically. I was told that WDSF reset standing multiple times in hopes certain dancers would eventually join the qualifiers, which is horrible because it kind of just did nothing but make more people confused. Oceanic judges should have voted Molly. I don't know about that. I think Raygun might have taken out. I don't know. It wasn't even that crazy of a whatever. Not to be a hater or a speculative, but from a close source, Vic didn't want to join for quite a while, but they wanted him to join. Oh, really? Did not know that. Under original qualification time, Vic would have never made it point-wise. Really? See, and that's what I'm confused about. I don't know like how the points were working or anything like that. So I never really like questioned anything about it. Figured there was some way that people were taking note of it, but yeah, I have no idea how all that was happening. The video is of a press conference prior to the Olympics. It just became clear that breaking would not be at the Olympic discipline in LA. The IOC added in another video message in October.
This is why I would like to thank the World Dance Sport Federation for being such a reliable partner in spreading the Olympic spirit around the world.
They signed it off. If the IOC think the WSF did a great job, I worry about the IOC.
Yeah.
The governance was terrible. There was nepotism, and you think that's a good job. Well, I'm watching you now.
WDSF weist die Vorwürfe zurück und verweist auf ihre Transparenz.
And refers to the Federation's transparent structures. How is it possible that Breaker's perception of the WDSF is completely different from that of the IOC? We asked. The IOC maintains that breaking brought new energy, an urban vibe to the Paris, and that's exactly what, let's be honest, that's exactly what they wanted, and that's what they got. They say WDSF did a great job, but many in the community, oh, god damn it. Reagan remains in our memories. Yeah, exactly.
What I cared about was us being represented properly.
Yep.
Most people think that breaking's a job, you know, and that lays directly at the feet of the WDSF.
That's the exact same thought process I have. We have the opportunity to make breaking look no matter what, breaking, I think at the end of the day is going to look kind of like a joke in some way to people. But we have an opportunity to show on the main stage why breaking can be this, you know, we can be as athletic as some of these other sports and as professional as some of these other sports can be. The issue that comes into about again, I hate to say it, but like, the stage with the fucking boombox behind it. You have MCs on the stage acting like goofballs. Like, this is even apart from like all this judging bullshit that happened. Like, visually, I wanted to get away from this joking, funny aspect of breaking. I would have rathered it, to be honest, just been like floor gymnastics. Just have a damn camera in the background, play some beats, and like have the battle going on. I just think it was like very corny to have like a boombox behind, and we're like the MCs are like screaming and jiggling around. I'm just like, dude, man, like how am I supposed to say, yo, look how like professional we are right now, when like I don't know. I get it. People like the boombox and like they like the stage and shit, but personally for me, I just thought we just continued to look like, I don't know, just like what the world wanted us to look like. This like hip-hop fun dance that people can joke around with when their uncles get drunk at a wedding. Breaking is the dopest art form, but the culture is right now is whack. I kind of agree with that. Fucking screaming too much.
Würdest du jetzt im Nachhinein sagen, es war ein Fehler, mit der WDSF zusammenzuarbeiten?
In hindsight, it was a
Auf
mistake.
jeden Fall.
Yeah, it was
Auf
definitely a
jeden Fall
mistake.
war es ein Fehler.
Huh.
Bist du enttäuscht?
Ich bin absolut enttäuscht. Also mit dem, was.
I'm
mit dem
disappointed
Ausgang
with the
von
outcome of the
Olympia
Olympics.
und
I'm not gonna lie either. I know some people up higher up as well. And this was a big opportunity for investors to get invested into breaking as well. After the Olympics, let me tell you, most of the investors, word is, nobody wants anything to do with the Olympics because we look like a fucking joke. I know people want to say like, hey, Raygun did great. She spread breaking out for everybody. To be real, maybe she got a couple people being like, this is fun to do, but are people going to really last with it? Or are we going to do anything with breaking on the outside of this? And I'm not saying like investors have it, but if for people trying to make a living or for people wanting to get involved that see something to do on that want to dance for a living, right? That want sponsors in breaking, it just shitted the bed with it. Like investors want nothing to do with breaking right now. Well, at least most investors want nothing to do with breaking. Storm looks sad. He does. It didn't have to be a mistake. We killed it at the Youth Olympics. I think so as well, yeah. Spent a lot of time getting the whole... Yeah. This era is the worst in the 80s. I don't know about that. Organizations take their putting on successful events. People who were really in charge did what they could do, hence the boombox in the background. Yeah, 100%. Kev who? Kevin Rand?
voll und ganz dazu gebraucht worden, Breaking als Disziplin zu entwickeln.
We've also seen that the Federation leadership is not transparent, though it intends to involve breakers. It silences the critical voices in dubious manners. In the end, the athletes who paid the price... Oh, Renegades! Oh shit, dude, what happened? Okay, that's over. So yeah, so I mean, at the end of the fucking day, like, well, I'm glad that fucking came out, right? So I'll be on here for like 10 more minutes. I'll talk for a little bit. So I think like that needed to come out because I think a lot of people are also pretty confused on the whole situation, especially with how WDSF handled like the bullshit after like the Olympics happened, right? And then the whole ray gun became #1 top B girl in the, in the breaking community in the WDSF. So everybody's confused as shit, right? Instead of just being honest and like having a transparent, clear answer some responses, like there was a, hey, let's block all the comments. Let's hide the comments so nobody can comment. Let's basically not give a shit about, and I'm not saying, okay, let me reword this. Maybe not totally give a shit, but it seemed like we were just shoved under the rug. Not we, because I didn't care that much, but a lot of the community really wanted to know, like, how the fuck does this happen? I already knew how it happened, but a lot of the community wanted to know how it happened, and people just feel like they were shoved right on the fucking rug, you know what I mean? And as for somebody who wants to be about, we care about breaking, we care about our community, to kind of like shove people under the rug is not the way to do it, right? But yeah, other than that, it's actually an amazing like documentary that happened, because I didn't know that was happening. So thank you guys for recommending that, because that was perfect. I kind of wish I would have started with that. The guy with me that is an ex-ballroom dancer from WDSF that hates WDSF for sure. Just kidding, but it was well done. The guy. I had to read that like 3 times. Logic, what up, yo? Yeah, after Raygun, a lot of b-boys had to go hit up the temp ages. Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm still hearing about Raygun today. You would think it would have been over within like the past 2 months, but it doesn't happen. Yeah, I mean, that's just shitty thing is Raygun stole the show, and like, no matter where we're gonna be, and if it makes it back into 2032 Olympics, first of all, it's funny because it's gonna be in Australia. But second of all, if it does make it back, when we remember the time that it was in 2028 Olympics, we're all gonna remember Raygun. You know, I'm gonna be completely honest. It was like last week or something. I kind of forgot who won the b-boy battle because of how much fucking talk there was about Raygun. You know, there's like barely any talk about these guys that did great. And then at the end of the day, we got like Raygun, right? That's 2020. That's, I'm not just saying it to sound like an asshole. I'm being honest. Like, that's what everybody's going to remember is Raygun from the Olympics. Now, like I said, if things were the same from the beginning of WDSF, everybody stayed the same. I mean, For the people that knew, you kind of could see the cracks coming through within the year before the Olympics were coming up. When you started seeing the original team start breaking off, you started to know something was up, right? And if something's up with the original team, and the original team was like the actual people who were like the main like breakers, or the main people actually in charge. I mean, shit, Renegade and Storm were in charge of like coming up with the main like focus around the judging system. Like when these guys are being out, like are leaving, you know something's fucking up with WDSF, right? Or at least something's fucking up with that organization. Am I the only one who thinks that the whole ray gun thing wasn't even bad? I'm going to be honest. I don't think it was that bad when I was watching it. But that's why I mean, like, I don't know if it wasn't her. Could have been somebody else, right? Could it have been the girl from, I think it was Afghanistan, the first girl that was up, who had the message on her back that got disqualified or something? Because she wasn't that good either. I'm not trying to bring somebody else, knocking somebody down, but I'm trying to say, like, would somebody else have been the ray gun, you know, if it wasn't ray gun? A significant number of people must acknowledge that the Olympics, in case of certain countries, does not generate revenue, but instead disfranchises people. Yeah, 100%. Yep. I mean, that's... I don't think enough people do know about that or even think about that. I mean, especially with the Olympics coming to LA, like, yo, the Olympic... I don't think a lot of people know that most of the time countries don't want the Olympics being there because, well, they say countries don't want it being there because it's expensive. It's expensive as shit for the country to have it there. I don't know. Or IDO brought back R16. Yeah. I mean, I heard R16 was back, right? Trying to completely They are trying to completely WDSF. You mean... Oh, they're trying to compete against WDSF. That's why they brought back R16. Is that what you're saying? Just tuning in. Are you going to end the stream soon? Yeah, I'm probably going to end within like 10 minutes. I'll probably get off. Yeah, like 5-10 minutes. I'm probably going to be out. I've been on for about 2 hours now. Tom, you're late. But yeah, I mean, I'm curious. I mean, I'm sure the whole community is curious on what's going to happen. People are curious on why WDSF is even still fucking doing events. You know? And that, like, for me personally, I'm kind of curious as well. Why are we even doing events if we're not going to be in breaking, like, if breaking's not going to be in the Olympics? Kalash wasn't that skilled, but Raygun looked goofy. Her clip was over Twitter. Yeah. But that's what I mean. Raygun was pushed out by a very big social media account, which got her. You know what I mean? I'm going to finish watching the Bucks Commanders game. Oh, who won the Eagles game, by the way? Is that still going on too? Sorry, I'm just gonna check that real quick. But yeah, peace out, Logic. It was good to see you. I'll be back on next Sunday, by the way. I'm trying to keep my days of streaming. Oh, good, we won. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm trying to keep my days of streaming on Sundays from now. I'll probably focus on content. I'm going to focus on making content during the week, and then the weekends I'll be doing a live stream on, like, Sundays. Only audience who don't have an eye for breaking, only sport ray gun. Yeah, moves, because when I first saw her, I think she did okay. Yeah, I don't think she did bad, but again, like, we're used to seeing, like, this creative, like, kind of being weird, goofy form. I can't even blame her for doing what she did, because, like, breaking will always tell you, be original, be yourself. Just have fun, right? Still true to this day. That's what she did, and I can't fault her for what she did out there, right? I can say doing the sprinkler at the Olympic Games is probably one of the worst decisions you could ever fucking make, right? But I'm more disappointed in the way she got to the Olympics than I was her being at the Olympics. She won one qualifier to get into the Olympics. To put her on the level of the other Olympians that were competing that day is very wild. Like, I think there should have been just another, like, I don't know, battle before making it into the Olympics. Just don't be a kangaroo. That's it. Ah, my God, man. I'm thinking back to it. It's just fucking wild. In the history of the Olympics, Los Angeles in the 80s was the only Olympics that was actually profitable due to the effective budgeting and existing infrastructure. Really? That's crazy. Well, hopefully they do it again. I don't know. It's very different from the 1980s right now, so I guess we'll see. Also, with the LA wildfires going on is very wild. Which, if you're in LA or around the surrounding areas, I hope you guys are safe and everything is okay for you guys. Because I know it's we've been keeping an eye on it. My fiance's from San Francisco, so we've been just keeping an eye on that stuff over there. Kangaroo and Sprinkler were atrocious, as were the flailing arm get down. Yes, I agree. That wasn't being original. That was being whack. I don't know, man. I think it's whack as well, but I think the people around her told her that it was cool, and I think that's when having people not let you know what's whack and what's good being around you goes wrong. I think she won fair at the qualifiers. I just think there's not good B-girls. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be, like I said earlier, like, I don't think she lost. You know, when you watch the full battle, I think, like I judge normally with repetition, normal. I think she took it. Like, I'm just being honest. I think she took it with, like, everything. But I think for that category, or, like, for, like, her, I feel like there is better. We probably could have done better. But again, you know, she won it. She did what she did, right? Like, the way that she got there, though, is the main issue. Yeah, exactly. That's what... Yeah, and I talked to some people from, like, the scene out there as well that know her, like, group of people and her in general. And, like, yeah, it's the same thing. It's something that I wish that we could kind of get over at this point, but it seems like we're probably not going to get over until, like, the whole Olympics discussion is kind of out and done with. But I know I'm pretty positive. I heard that WDSF is going to be using her for marketing. I'm not going to say who I heard it from, but I heard about it. And if they're going to do that, they're going to be, I don't know, man. It's such a bad idea. Especially for the B-boy, if you're trying to get the B-boy community, like, back on your side. Because right now, majority of the B-boy community, if you think majority of us are with WDSF, you're in denial. I'm just being honest. She's retired now, so who cares? Nah, man, she's not retired, apparently. Apparently, she was retired, but then it was fake. She just retired from the big jams, so now she's just doing the small jams. Fucking outrageous. I'm sure she will make some money from it. 100%. I mean, that's the reason why she's doing most of this now anyways, just to make some money. To be fair, we're all hustlers in the breaking community. And when you see an opportunity, you will take... I don't even knock her for that. I knock her for not being honest with everybody, right? Especially with the whole shit that just happened with the whole, like... what's it called? Sending the lawyers after the musical, the comedy musical that was going to happen for her. She retired like Logic retired. Exactly. She'll be back. Another B-girl memed doing the shot put? Wait, another B-girl memed... Oh, she was memed doing the shot put? She better not be a judge again in any rebel. Well, I hope she's not going to be a judge. Oh, that would be rough. Dude, that's what I was thinking too. Yo, I was thinking that too. Like, imagine if WDSF is like, yeah, we have Raygun coming out to judge. I would be like, you guys are fucking reaching right now. If you're getting her out there to judge. A lot of B-boys support her and felt bad. No. Like, I will say this. When everything was happening, the beginning and everything, like, I'm one of the people that was like, okay, she was whack, right? I'm not going to say that she was good. But for people that were all about, hey, we got to be positive in the community. We can't say anything negative. This meme went around of Raygun and people were talking so much shit. And I mean, like, the people that we're talking about. I was just talking about hypocrites, right? And I get it from a point of, like, yo, you're doing whatever you want to do, right? Breaking is, there's no rules in breaking, really, right? If you're whack, you're whack. If you're dope, you're dope. You got a whack move here. You got a dope move here. It's just, it is what it is. So it's whatever, right? It's kind of why I didn't really think of anything of it at first. But where we're at today and the road and the paths that she has chosen has made me not really, well, has made me lose a lot of respect for her. And maybe, you know, not really, hey, I hope she does good. Because I honestly, with the decisions that are being made lately, come on. Like, I can't be happy about any of it. I don't think any B-boy should be really happy about somebody copywriting a move or a silhouette of a kangaroo and then say you're not about the money, right? Because you're afraid of somebody defaming your name. Like, nah, I don't buy that bullshit. Just be honest. At first I was saying chill out on her mental, yeah, wasn't that bad, blah, blah, blah. But 2 weeks later, people still talking and go to her comments and a million people hating on her, like talking shit. Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. I think if it just would have lasted with just like the first 2 weeks or whatever, and then it was done with, I probably would have felt like how I would have felt like. But yeah, it's milking it. Exactly. That's exactly where I'm going at. When she was in like culture studies for breaking, which is, she's doing what she probably was teaching what was bad about culture being, milked as a culture. Like, she's doing it now. And that's maybe, I don't know. She can say as much as she says, like, I'm not doing it for the money, but when you're copywriting certain shit for yourself and you're sending lawyers after a little small comedy skit being done about you, like, I don't know. Or again, we could all be being played right now. Maybe this was marketing for that show to make them money, right? I don't know. And I don't care that much. She probably feels like, fuck it, y'all sent me... See, and that's the other thing I was saying. To be honest, if I was in the Olympics, somebody made a meme out of me, and all y'all were talking shit on me, you bet your asses I'd be like, ooh, money. I don't care about the community anymore. B-girl Hawk Tua. I mean, that's technically how she is right now. Except she's not doing some crazy crypto scam. That Hawk Tua girl with that crypto scam shit right now is fucking wild. The rug pull that she did on everybody. And to be fair, I know like a lot of people are saying, hey, maybe it's not her. Maybe it's the people that like got her into it and they did the rug pull, like just using her name technically. But still, your name's on it. Like you should have done more research before going in with some fucking random ass people if that's the case. But yeah, she is, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm sticking up for her anymore. Nor did I only stuck up with her because of, like, telling B-boys, hey, come on, guys. Gotta chill. Breakdancing's not worth death threats. He would lock down that ball grab, move it in an instant, yeah. Yeah, no. I hope she's not watching and she starts doing Bitcoin or crypto. That'd be horrible. But yeah. I don't know. I mean, no matter what, within the next 2 years, hopefully she made what she made, because in 2 years, she's not really going to be anything anymore. So that's the shitty part, right? You grow up breaking, you're so dedicated to breaking, right? And you make it out with a meme, then all of a sudden, you're like, I'm running with the bag with this. But the whole community is like, yo. We get you're running with the bag, but be honest about some certain shit, right? Like, don't fuck around. But then you fuck around, and now you're going to find out that now the community doesn't like you, and most of the community is not going to accept you back, 2 years from now, nobody's going to give a shit about the Olympics and, like, what you did in the Olympics. So, like, hopefully you can find peace at just doing local jams. Thomas said he plans to bring her to Battle of the USA in the future. Are you being serious right now? I'm going to lose my shit if you're serious. Why would we do that? Thomas? Mainstream media synchronized every aspect of the Olympics. 60-year-old competitors to John Wick off the coach winning. Oh, yeah. I mean, especially with the sharpshooters, right? Like the Korean chick. She did look pretty badass, though. And that dude who did look like he was my dad's friend. Dude, that's horrible. That's what if he's talking about bringing her out. I don't get it. I mean, I get it to a certain point, because she is the most famous breaker right now. Ugh, I'm gonna throw up. Yeah, whatever. Maybe I'll bring her on the podcast with me and we can do a podcast together. I mean, District Arts. Oh yeah, I haven't even. Nah, I hope he's trolling too, but failure, the path to success. Yeah, man, it's fucking whack. Fucking whack. Jesus Christ. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I appreciate you guys for being on. It's my 2 hours is up. I will be back on next Sunday. Content-wise this week, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll probably do another video here. I actually might take some shit from this live stream because this is fun, and WDSF stuff was fun to talk about. dancing videos, I don't know. Maybe I'll do another dancing video. That last one I did took me like it took me like a couple minutes to like film, and then I just put it all together. It took more time to edit than it did for me to actually do all the dancing in it, so I might just do that shit again. It's fun. Also, I enjoy doing that because I used to do that shit a lot when I was a kid, so I might just end up be doing another one of those. I'm watching WDSF annual meeting. Some of the stuff they are saying is wild after hearing the video. I'm watching the WDSF annual meeting. Wait, what do you mean WDSF annual meeting? Is it like live? Hold on. Goofball, what's up, yo? Why it take you so long to get in here? Oh, 2 months ago. Oh. They had an end of the year meeting. Oh. Ew, dude. It's just a bunch of, like, old white people. I can't just say white people, because... But it looks like a lot of white people in here. Okay. They're giving a breakdown of business-related things. Great. Like, Jesus Christ. Goofball the funny dancer? Yes, that's Goofball the funny dancer. If you want to say he's a funny dancer, I don't know if Goofball takes offense to that. I was folding laundry. Good. He's like... Okay. Alright, I'm getting off. I gotta eat. I'm starving. I just drank a bunch of soju. I was drinking soju while I was on stream. Next time, maybe I'll do the same. But, adios, everybody. It's good to see you all. I would stay on longer, but I just got stuff to do tonight. But I will be back on next Sunday, content-wise. I don't know. I'll probably have something up this week. Stay tuned. Other than that, I appreciate you guys being here. If you're not following or subscribed or whatever, do it. I need some subscriptions. I need some followers. I need to build my shit back up from where I was like 3 years ago. So if you're not doing any of that, guys, it's a button. You just got to click it. It's for free. It's very easy. Then you'll know I'll be back on. I'd appreciate it. I don't really do this a lot. I save it for usually the beginning or the end of it to talk about it. Other than that, I appreciate you guys. Super chats are now also open. I keep forgetting to mention this as well. So I got like partnered back up with YouTube, so like super chats are open again. Donations are like there, so anything is appreciated. Oh, Cody, anything is appreciated. Basically, I use anything that I make for my stream, for my setup or anything like that. So everything goes back towards the stream to kind of make the show better. Other than that, I'll see you guys next Sunday or doing some content. If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'm always on my Instagram more than anything else. So other than that, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.